I just finished watching How to Shop Like a Douche, and indeed these young men were behaving like little jerks. Um, I have a son who's almost a teenager, and if he behaved the way that these young men did in the video and went to a store and knocked everything over and destroyed public property and didn't follow the store rules, I would march him back to the store and I would make him volunteer his time for free for at least a month to show him that when you create a mess and when you destroy public property and you don't take care of it or you don't clean it up, somebody else is going to be responsible for it. That's what I think these young men showed. It's the typical adolescent lack of regard for the consequences of their behaviors and their effects on other people. I mean, part of the reason is because their forebrains aren't developed yet and they're in their adolescent rebellion. But another part, I think, is sometimes kids are a bit overindulged these days and they're not disciplined enough and they aren't taught limits, and clearly behaving like this is unacceptable and beyond reasonable social limits. So another thing that kind of disturbed me is that it reminded me of the film A Clockwork Orange, just the way that they were so very blatantly delighting in the chaos they were creating and in the problems that they were causing other people. I mean, there were no victims of violence in this film, but certainly that kind of gang mentality and the fact that they kind of knew that they could get away with it because there were so many of them really reminded me of that creepy film. And yeah, maybe these boys now are going to face an internet reckoning because their faces were pretty visible in the film. And I hope that if they find these kids, that they make them volunteer for several months. They don't need to do something horrible to them, but teach them the value of hard work and make them do the cleaning that they just didn't do in this video.